Hi, and welcome to the next video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about an experience I had in Tianjin, China, while living there the first 5 years. So, in prior videos, I talked about how I moved to China in 2011 and left the first time in 2016. So, this particular situation or experience was probably about 2012, maybe early 2013. While I was working at the training center, I made friends with somebody in another department. I'm not going to go into too many specifics. Don't want to out the person, regardless of what you're going to hear. But this person was very friendly, very fluent in English, outgoing, would invite me and several of the other expats out for dinners and just to kind of hang out. In part because they were just a friendly type of person. They got to practice, English, and just outgoing personality. Anyhow, so I would go along on a lot of these group events. Most of the time, it was just to go out and eat. So hey, I and several people in my group in my department are gonna go out to eat in this particular restaurant. It's a famous restaurant in town. Would you like to come? Yeah, sure. Go out there, eat, have a few drinks, chat. Or, hey, we're going to go to this expat bar. You want to go? Yeah, sure. So, very much a very social person. So, like I said, knew this person from a lot of these gatherings. We kept in contact every so often. We'd run into some of the same circles. I believe they were dating somebody that was a friend of mine. So, got to see them as well whenever I'd see this friend. One day, I think it was probably about a week or so after I had gone on a trip. I don't know if it was to Xi'an or somewhere else in China. But I come back a few days after. I get a text message from this person. This is before WeChat became, what it is now. Or what it was then. And she says, hey, it's so on and so forth. How you doing? I said, fine. And she says, I think I showed you before when we were all hanging out at my place that I play the violin. I said, yes. And I've been doing it for many years. I said, yes, I do remember that. And I remember you're pretty good. So she says, well, there's this really nice violin I've been looking to get. I said, okay. But it's very expensive. It cost, I think at the time it was like 10,000 RMB. Which a quick way to do the exchange rate is every 1,000 RMB is roughly $150. So, pretty expensive. I said, okay. It says, but I don't have the entire amount saved yet. I was wondering if you can give me $5,000 and I'll pay you back as soon as I can, so that I can buy this particular violin. Now, as I mentioned before, hung out with this person, I'll get invited out to dinners. Full disclosure, they didn't pay for those dinners. This was, was everyone chips in and we all have a meal together. So it's not like I was invited out to a lot of functions for free. No, everyone paid their own way. And this was, I don't want to say a good friend, but just a good acquaintance. And here they are asking for 5,000 RMB for a violin. So I've never had friends ask me for large sums of money, even best friends. We might be out at a restaurant, they say, hey, can you pick up the tab? I forgot to get money out of the ATM, or, I'm a little low this week. Yeah, no problem. And then they get me the next time and we're done. Easy peasy. But here's this person who I had never asked money from, and who had never asked me for money before, and who I was closer than an acquaintance, but not like best friends that were chatting every single day and going out every single day, and no, nor that we're dating. Asking me for this large sum of money. So didn't want to insult the person, but I also didn't want to give them the money because I didn't feel comfortable giving, her the money. So, politely responded in a text message. Well, the thing is, I just came back from a trip. I spent a lot of money, so I don't really have money to loan out. I'm sorry. But best of luck. Now, for normal people, that would have been the end of it. Hey, okay, guess he can't give me the loan. I tried. I asked. But it seems like she wasn't happy with that response. So she replies back, "Oh, I thought you were rich." And I'll, preface that a bit. I'll give a little backstory. So I've mentioned before how when you go abroad to teach English, at least at the time, and maybe to a degree now, in China, you're commanding a pretty good salary for most jobs. Enough so that you can have an apartment, you can travel, you can save good amount of money that you can send back home. So you live a pretty comfortable, at least middle upper class life. So it's not that you're poor, but at the same time, that leads to other people thinking, because locals will talk amongst each other and will ask teachers constantly, "How much do you make?" Or go online and go, "Oh wow, teachers make that much money. Oh, they're all rich." Or they see the kind of lifestyle that we have and they think, "Oh, you guys are loaded," when really some people are just burning away all their cash, or maybe they're older and they have pensions and they've decided to go to China to live a little bit better by spending a whole heck of a lot less. So I can kind of understand why she said that, but I also thought that was very rude to say, "Hey, can I borrow some money?" Person who I've never asked for money from, and borrow an excessive amount that for locals is excessive. And someone trying to be polite by saying, "Sorry, don't have money to spare," and then replying that way, that was just rude. Subsequently, I stopped hanging out with this person and keeping in contact with them. Every so often I'd see them out and about, because again, like I said, we were kind of in the same social circle, but that kind of destroyed whatever friendship could have continued from there. And I don't regret what I said. I hope she regrets what she did, but I have a feeling I doubt very much she did. Anyway, that's the "I thought you were rich" story. See you guys in the next video.